Guys, I've got a slightly different video for you today because the reality is we're already in the early stages of an important, powerful bull market and you're not making the most of it. Let's take a look at where we are here on Bitcoin, sitting at just shy of 44,000. We've risen from 15,500 and yet you're still sitting there procrastinating, not taking the action. This video is to wake you up, to help you understand where this market is going and how big an opportunity you are starting to leave on the table. I've just opened up another 3 to 4 trades, which I'm sharing in our Telegram group, ijazcrypto.com/TG. If you want to see those, jump into our Telegram group right now. But I want you to understand a bigger, more important macro shift going on right now, and that is the fact that Bitcoin is holding up very, very strongly. I mean, you look at today, we're falling down 0.7, right? All coins are losing a little bit of steam here today, and that can get you a little bit worried. But why don't you just do this? Why don't you just switch this up to the weekly chart and look at where we are actually sat? I mean, we, from this point here on the 16th of October, decided to go on a crazy rocket ship from 27,000, which, by the way, you missed the original move from 15,500 up towards 31. Fine, you missed that. But from here, it went for a rocket ship, broke through resistance, and just has not looked back. I mean, we had a little bit of a consolidation over the last month. Who cares? 2 bad weeks here, of which already has been recovered. We created a higher high on this wick this week. So even with some of the negativity being spread, the matrix port FUD we had earlier this week, which we covered off, this market is primed to move and move powerfully. And if you sit there in front of a freight train, one thing is going to happen. You're either going to miss it or you're going to get wrecked, right? And if you miss this move, you will not forgive yourself. You will not forgive yourself if you knew that this bull market was coming. You watched video telling you Bitcoin spot ETF is going to happen. We're going to get a halving. Interest rates are going to come down. Inflation is on its way down. Labor market is starting to soften. And you just sat there and you did nothing. And so the question has to be, why are you sitting there doing nothing? What is it that's causing you to sit out on the sidelines? Is it nervousness? Is it procrastination? Is it a lack of knowledge? If it's a lack of knowledge, we can solve this very, very easily. You can jump into our Telegram group, ijazcrypto.com/TG, learn from me, learn from like-minded people as well. You can take my TA course, ijazcrypto.com/TA. All of these have been available through the bear market so you guys can learn. But you're leaving it to these final innings where Bitcoin's already at 44,000. And so the question is, when are you waiting for to get in? When are you going to put in the work to actually learn? If, for example, you're not profitable in trading, why are you not profitable? Is it your lack of risk management? Do you not know how to take decision? Are you indecisive? All of these things you can learn. But when are you going to learn them? Are you going to learn them at the end of the bull run? You need to learn them now. And the majority of people are not going to put in the work. That's why they're not going to make outside gains, right? If you look at my trading, which I've made completely transparent, October was 220% spot returns. I don't trade leverage. I don't short the market. I just take long opportunities on spot in a safe, pragmatic way with good risk management. I never risk that much of my account size when I'm trading. And yet 220% in October, 260% in November, and December over 370%. If you think this is all cap, jump in the Telegram. I challenge you, jump in the Telegram. Go look at every single one of my trades itemized in a report that I showed you which trades I took. Right, you can see it all there. But the reality is people listen to people who don't actually trade, right? They listen to people who do what is known as momentum trading, which is where they hear some news about something and they ape in. But they won't tell you about all their losses. They just tell you when one does really well. If you want to see a setup of how a professional trades, because I used to work in TradFi, I know how those guys trade in a systematic, methodical way. That is the way you're going to build sustainable profit. And if you want to learn that heading into the bull run, you've got to start. What are you waiting for? It takes a little bit of time for you to get up and running, but the good thing is you can learn from the mistakes of people like me who've been there, seen it, done it. There's a couple of tweaks we can give you as a community, which took me years, right? I've spoken to a couple of people who are struggling to become consistent in trading. They sometimes be profitable and then take a big lose and their account size will go down. Hold up. Are you tired of worrying about the security of your cryptocurrency transactions? In this crazy world that is crypto, protecting and preserving our digital assets is everything. And for that reason, I partner with NordVPN, the best VPN service for crypto traders. With NordVPN, you can be sure that your online transactions are completely secure and your identity is hidden from prying eyes. Their military-grade encryption technology makes sure that no one can access your data, even on public Wi-Fi networks, so you can trade with complete peace of mind anywhere, anytime. Guys, seriously, don't risk your hard-earned crypto and NFTs for the price of a coffee each month. They've also offered a free month and up to 60% off their plans. Oh, and they've got a 30-day money-back guarantee. Guys, seriously, it's a small price to play for a rapid, safe VPN. Definitely check it out. Link is in the description. Ijaz.uk/NordVPN. And let's get back into this video. Because of a few small tweaks, and when I give them those last couple of tweaks and train them in some of these bits, they straight away become profitable. Some of them have doubled their accounts, tripled their accounts, making insane gains. But what are you going to do, right? If you're coming from the investment approach, are you sitting on the sidelines? Are you waiting for this dump that everybody tells you we're going to get a dump? Guys, we may well get a dump. But are you going to sit there and guarantee that we're going to get a dump, right? I mean, we look from this weekly EMA ribbon, and yeah, you may think, okay, we need to pull back down to 36. It'd be nice if we pull down to 36. History shows when Bitcoin wants to go on runs, it will do what it wants. Right? It will say, screw your TA. We don't care about your TA. Look at this. It was extended for a very long time, all the way up to 64,000. It did not care. So again, if you're sitting on the sidelines waiting for this perfect cloud, I just shared this message as well with our Telegram community. The perfect setup will never happen. There's never going to be a perfect recipe for you to embark on your trading journey. There's never going to be the full complement of data that you go, I feel enlightened. It's so obvious now. This is how I do it. No, you have to work. You have to go through the unknown. You have to go into sometimes a dark tunnel before you see the light at the end of the tunnel. You've got to be able to do that. And that is analogous to trading itself. Sometimes one of the worst things I see with amateur traders is they're looking for perfect setups, right? They've taken my course, ijazcrypto.com/TA, and they go, okay, I need to form a symmetrical triangle. And so they look for the symmetrical triangle and they're waiting for something to play out perfectly. It doesn't have to play out perfectly. You just need to collect enough data to give you enough of an inclination, and then you've got to take a risk, because trading is a risk. Trading is not guaranteed, right? It's about stacking the risk in your favor. I'm not scared of stop losses. It's like being a boxer and saying I'm scared to get punched. It's okay. I try not to hit stop losses, and you guys can see in my track record I don't hit many of them, but I'm not scared to, because I know the risk management will be stacked in my favor, that if I hit a stop loss, it's okay. Right? For every one stop loss I hit, I can if I hit two stop losses, I can hit one profitable trade and I'm good. Right? And that's the benefit of stacking it in your favor. Your win percentage can be low, and yet you can still be profitable over time. And I learned that in investment banking. The best trader I worked under, my mentor at an investment bank, he would get quite a few wrong, right? More than you imagine. And yet when he got them right, the risk return favor was stacked in his favor, that he was then hugely profitable and eventually headhunted by a huge hedge fund and became the principal trader of the hedge fund. Right? All through risk management. So you can sit there listening to influencers who say, oh, look at this. Everybody on Twitter is talking about this token, and you can sometimes catch those tokens. You can sometimes get wrecked on another token. That is not systematic, pragmatic trading, right? That is not a recipe for you to become a professional trader. If you want to become a professional, if you want to become the type of person that can sit down and consistently churn out results in a bear market, in a bull market, it doesn't matter, you just need a little bit of volatility in the charts, then you need to learn how to do it in a sustainable, pragmatic way. So this is your message here on a Saturday, guys. If you're serious about trading, jump into our community, ijazcrypto.com/TG. I'll help walk you guys along through it. You guys know my goal. I shared my New Year's goal on the other channel. Go subscribe to my second channel as well. I'll leave the link in the description, because my goal is to train 100,000 crypto traders. We're heading into a powerful bull market. If I can do my bit to create 100,000 smart, sophisticated traders, not people degenning and taking crazy risks, just smart, pragmatic. They know their stop losses. They know their take profits. They know how to risk management. They know how to not risk so much of their account. Then I'm going to hit my objectives. Because look, I can trade for myself, and I have been for a very, very long time. But it gives me so much more fulfillment when I can help others trade as well. If you want to join our community, ijazcrypto.com/TG. Have a great Saturday and weekend wherever you are. And I'll see you in the next one.